He's in the gym. Huh? express diversion. You can only sit 15 minutes. That is something. The pill is for mine, but you take like a gas attack. I'm usually.
The monthly meeting of the WPA is called to order. Attendance, please, Mr. Secretary.
Okay, we have our President Marilyn, Vice President Russ Kane, John Rudstein, Mike Downs, Joe Myers, Brian Larimore, Blaine Beadle. We're missing Adam Hall, who said he'd be here, but is not present at the current time. We have a quorum.
We have minutes to approve. I just have one change for the minutes for the October 9th. Should we do these separately?
Yes.
Let's do September 16th first.
I make a motion to approve the September 16th minutes as written.
Second,
I have a problem.
okay.
I have no idea what the minutes are. Sorry about that, but report attached, no, it's not. Secretary, report attached, no, it's not. Treasurer, reports attached, but no, it's not. What is this? Order of business? This would be the agenda, not a report for what transacted during a business meeting. If this is all we're gonna put in the official minutes log, don't bother.
The official minute, Robert, you could verify, the official minutes log, I believe, has all the reports attached to it.
Correct, and they're all linked on the website, so you can pull them up, all those minutes attached things, that's just a placeholder for the website.
And who has read them? Anybody on the board? Oh, good. We're gonna approve minutes we haven't read. We don't know what's in them. Beautiful. A second.
I mean, I read all the reports at the meeting.
Okay, we have a motion and a second.
Yeah. Any other discussion? All in favor of accepting the September 16th minutes?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, September 16th is approved. October 9th, I do have one question regarding that, and that's the return to, at the very end, after the executive session, it says return to normal session. Where Blaine Beadle motions to accept 3 items discussed in executive session, seconded, all present in favor. But it doesn't say what those motions were pertaining to.
Yeah.
And that should be in the record.
No, ma'am, not executive session, stuff like that. What we did, and it was Brian Larimore, that's what BL stands for.
Oh, okay.
But what we do is we have a discussion, it was legal discussions, and then we come out and say that we made, that we approved action for those legal action is what we approved.
It doesn't say that. It
Doesn't say
just says items
That's
discussed.
fine, I didn't write the minutes, I'm just saying, that's what we do. We don't say exactly what we do, we just say that we approved action.
Shouldn't there be minutes of the executive session? Notes, some notes.
Yeah.
Mr. Legal Chairperson?
Well, 2 things. One, I don't like the abbreviations BL and JR. I think you ought to spell.
Yeah,
Who
because I said Blaine and it's Brian,
So
right?
that ought to be, and I think there should be minutes taken of the executive session. No?
No, you don't need
No.
minutes of the executive session.
Then at least we ought to say what, in reference what we discussed.
Yeah, we go into executive
Yeah.
session.
We
tell
came out,
everybody what
we
we're gonna
discussed
talk
that.
about, If there's legal issues, and we come back out and say,
Yeah.
approved action or didn't do anything.
Right.
I do also have an issue there. It should be 2 items, not 3.
Okay, so these need to be, these
Yeah, they
minutes
should be
need to be amended.
Amended and rewritten.
Okay,
All right,
That'll
so,
be our next meeting in December.
December.
right.
Mm.
Okay.
Crazy. It's okay.
All right, so,
Although I think for Joe's edification, and can I make it?
yes,
Am I on or no? Oh, okay.
you're up.
For Joe's edification, I had the same issue you had on another issue about the minutes. So because it had to do with the issue of a member out in the wilds here accusing Mr. Nadu and myself of some nefarious activities. So I went to the April meeting minutes and reviewed them. However, if you look at the minute book, the reports that you are asking about and I was curious about aren't here. But Robert, there's a separate book with reports, is that right?
They're all, I have them all, they're all scanned.
Yeah, so you have the notes, but then you have to go from here, the action, and go to the reports. The reports aren't, as you asked. Yeah, that's the issue. But they're there, it's just not as you think they would be in here.
All right, shall we move on? Officer reports. Okay, I just have a brief president's report. I'd like to begin by thanking the nominations committee for organizing a very successful candidates night. It was well-run, informative, and gave our community an excellent opportunity to hear directly from those willing to serve. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. I also want to take a moment to recognize and thank our outgoing board members, Joe Myers, Russ Cocaine, and Michael Downs, for their time, their dedication, and their service to the community. Each of you has contributed in meaningful ways, and your efforts have helped move the association forward. In addition, I want to express my sincere appreciation to all our committee chairs and all the committee members for your hard work and time. Thank you for your continued involvement and support. Lastly, please remember to vote, either by mailing in your proxy ballots or by attending the annual meeting. Your vote matters. Our secretary, Stan, will provide you with the important dates and times. And that is the end of my report. Mr. Vice President, do you have a final report? Mr. Secretary?
We continue to the preparations for the annual meeting. August 1st was the deadline for bylaw proposals. All documents for the annual meeting were to be submitted in final form by September the 24th. The election committee prepared 525 election packets, and those were mailed on October the 2nd. On Wednesday, November the 5th, all proxy votes are due by 3 p.m. So if you're going to use a proxy, you have to make sure it's in the office by then or postmarked on the 5th. Anything later will not be accepted. Please note proxy ballots must be received by November the 5th. I'm going to repeat myself. Any late returns will be notified as they must vote, and we will notify anybody who had a late return that they have to vote at the annual meeting for their vote to count. And we will attempt to contact any member whose ballot arrives late. Tuesday, November the 11th, the election committee will be meeting for processing the proxy votes. Saturday, November the 15th is the annual meeting. The annual meeting will be held in Winyah Auditorium, 1200 High Market Street in Georgetown. Please remember that the doors will open at 9 a.m. and close promptly at 10 a.m. If you're in line, if there's a line there, you're still good. The doors will be locked and anyone arriving late will not be permitted into the hall. Those are all of the things that you need to know for what's coming up. Again, to just magnify Marilyn's words, if you're not sure that you're going to be at the meeting, please fill out the proxy. We still have to, no matter what, we have to have a quorum. and a quorum is 1/3 of the of the lots here. So it's about 183. If we don't have that much, then we have to adjourn the meeting. And we were discussing today as to how that's going to be handled if it in fact happens. It hasn't yet, but that's that. So please help us out by submitting your proxy. Santee we got word today, and some of you probably got a call. Santee Electric is planning on an outage for the Wedgefield office area on Thursday. And that's starting at 8:30 in the morning. Therefore, and continue into the afternoon. Our office will be closed Thursday. We won't have power here, so the office will be closed Thursday. To move on to another item, I'd like to make a motion to contract Bobby's Tech Services LLC for an email server for the WPA board and committee chairs. We've discussed this previously. The price is $22,478. $2,478.
We just discussed this at our last meeting,
Yes.
and we came up that with Gmail, everybody can get a Gmail account and use a Gmail account for the thing for free. So why would we be paying $2,500
Well, that's
for something that we can get for free?
that's setting it up, and the last time we discussed that, you had the breakdown of where that 2,400 came from.
I mean, I'm a carpenter. I had 3 different email accounts I was able to set up with no problem.
Our problem here is that we need some kind of continuity in our electronic communications. We've had, right now, if you don't copy the office in your email, you could send an official email and there's no copy of it here. And if things happen, for instance, a chairperson is in a committee and does this, that, and the other thing, and then leaves the position. The new chair coming in can't get into his email account to find out all of these things that he had done before, or she. And if we were doing all of our email through this service, then we would have access to all of those emails. And then other questions have come up on other issues that point to we really should have something like that for our organization.
Can I just add, just to explain a little bit? So personal Gmail accounts are free. If you work for a corporation, like you get like Google has a workspace account, right? So you would have instead of mike@gmail.com, it might be mike@wedgefield.com or something to that effect. And Brian might be able to explain this better than I can. So when it's a workspace, you kind of own that environment, which wouldn't be a bad thing because our email chains sometimes get called into question, and you'd be able to defend or prove or validate whatever was said before, during, or after. I didn't know anything about the cost. I've never owned a corporate workspace account through Gmail. But I understand what you're describing here is different than the personal Gmail account. Your personal accounts can be free, but whenever you ended your term on the board, I guess you could pass password on to the next guy, but you would still have access to it until you know what I mean? We might be able to create those aliases on the personal accounts and make them Wedgefield, but they could be compromised. You wouldn't have any control to pass that on to the next guy that had drainage or roads or the ARC or anything like that. So it's just it would be another layer, I guess, of being document retention, maybe.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to make this case one way or the other. I'm just trying to clarify how that works a little bit.
Yeah. So we definitely need something like this. We need some type of service that is owned by Wedgefield Plantation Association. That's what we definitely have to have that. I would like to know more about what is in this proposal, because I know that, I understand you sent something out to us via email, and I started working with Robert a little bit. You know, I think if we were thinking bigger picture, we could get document retention, not just email retention. We could also get meeting availability where we can do online meetings as well. So those are things that I had mentioned to Robert. So Robert, if you're able, could you come out and tell us what's in your proposal here? Has this been seconded, by the way?
No.
I'll second it.
it.
2 seconds.
You want your proposal? Now, everybody received this the last time we talked about it.
Yeah. Yeah, so really the idea would be to move away from all the personal accounts that everybody uses and have something that could be passed to the next person, like Stan was saying. Because, the board's gonna shuffle in November. It'd be great to have all the executive positions as one email that could be passed on to the next person. And